All right, guys, we are going to talk about the lesson from January 10th, uh, Wednesday, January 10th. And I'm sorry this is coming up a little bit late. I will have the ones for the rest of the week up today as well. So let's take a look at the Explore that we did today. We're continuing talking about percents. So yesterday's lesson was about commission. Today's lesson is about percent off. And I'm going to do this first problem two different ways. One way is my favorite way, the percent bar. And then, of course, the other way I will do with just sort of a multiplication formula that we talked about yesterday. So Kennedy wants to purchase a jacket, which normally costs $200. But it is on sale for 15% off. How much does Kennedy pay for the jacket? How much does Kennedy pay for the jacket? Now, in these questions, you have to be very, very careful about what number you're being asked to produce for the answer. It could say, how much is the discount that Kennedy is getting? But it's not. Right now, we're being asked, how much does Kennedy pay for the jacket? Okay, so I'm going to first do my percent bar. I'm going to set this up right here. Boom, 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 boom. And my 0% goes down here, always. My 100% goes up here. And my normal cost, $200. I'm going to put my 200 right here. And because it's 15% off, I'm going to be paying 85%. All right, I'm doing down here, 100% minus 15%, because that's my discount, is 85%. So instead of finding 15% and then subtracting it from 200, I'm just going to find 85%. So I'm going to stick this a little bit here. I don't know what 85% is. That's my X. And I'm going to put my 85 here. Now this gives me a really beautiful problem to set up, because I can just go X over 85 is equal to 200 over 100. And now I have this beautiful way to set up an equation. I just cross multiply. Okay. And so I have 100 times x is equal to, let's see, 85 times 200, which gives me 17. Boop, boop. Okay. I'm going to divide both sides by 100. Get rid of that. Okay, so she pays, that leaves me with 170, x is equal to 170. So Kennedy pays, all right, so the cost after sale is equal to $170, okay? The other way I could have done that is I could have said, okay, here's kind of my percent times the original equal to the new price, so the part or the discount, okay? Now, I don't know why these dots keep disappearing. Okay. The percent off is 15%. Again, I want to put in 85%, but I'm going to change in this way that 85% to a 0.85. 0.85. I moved my decimal over twice. My original here is $200. Okay, and there's my part. Now, if I multiply 200 times 0.85, I'm going to get 170. Okay, so here in this case, the cost after sale is 170. But Messiah, how can we do this in these two different ways? Well, essentially, over here, I'm always having x, 100x is equal to this bigger number over here when I did 85 times 200. But when I multiply 200 times 0.85, I essentially already divided that by the 100. So it got rid of that step of needing to divide um, needing to divide 17,000 by 100. All right, so these are the two different ways to do it. I love the percent bar because the percent bar is going to work when you're in those more complicated situations. Multiplying the percent by the original to get the part, that's what I'll do if I'm in a store and I'm trying to figure out what my discount is going to be, what my cost is going to be on an item that's discounted. So let's go ahead and do this next one here. All right, let's see here. Jason was shopping over winter break. He purchased a sweater which was originally very big important important word. Originally cost $60, but he had a coupon for 10% off. So this is my discount. How much did Deshaun pay for the sweater? Okay, so again, I am being asked how much he paid. I'm not being asked how much did he save or what was the discounts. I'm being asked how much did he pay. Okay, and so one of the things we did today in our key information box is I have what we call an OPN chart. So my original here is $200. My percent change is going to be minus 10%. And my new rate, this is the price that I'm trying to figure out. What is he paying? Okay, so then minus 10% means he's going to pay 90%. All right, so I like my percent bar. I'm going to do a percent bar. Boom, boom, boom. 0%, 100%, 60 bucks. That's the full price. And he's going to pay 90%. That's my X, all right? So I have X over 90 is equal to 60 over 100. Cross multiply, boom, boom. All right? Gives me 100X, excuse me, is equal to 5400. Okay? And how I did that in my head, I said, oh yeah, 9 times 6 is 54, and added those two zeros in there. So that's how we can do those with mental math. Dividing both sides by 100, divided by 100, crossing out my zeros, I'm left with X is equal to 54. Okay, so Jayshawn paid $54. Sweater cost equals $54. I could have also said 0.9 for 90% times 60. That would have given me also $54, right? So that's my percent converted to a decimal times the original. Times the original is equal to my new price. So those are the two ways we did this. One of the other benefits of using the cross multiplication, using the percent bar, is that you don't have to convert the percent to a decimal. But I don't actually think you guys are great at converting percents to decimals, so I don't think that's actually very hard for you. I'm going to go down and we're going to take a look at one of the problems in the independent practice that was particularly heavy duty. All right, and it's the target question. So let's go down here. I'm going to find the target question, target. Oh, here we go. Here's my target question. All right. Get us to a good place to see. Get my pen. Okay. So I have 2 coupons at Target. One gives a discount of $5.50 and the other gives 4% off the total purchase. Okay. So part A, if I purchase $150 worth of merchandise, which coupon would give a greater discount? Show your work and explain your answer. Show your work, explain your answer. Okay, so I have 2 different kinds of discounts here. I have the straight $5.50 discount, right? And this just takes $5.50 off the order. Okay, but then I have this 4% discount, which is based on how much you buy. Based on, because it's a percentage. So basically, if I spend $10 and I use my $5.50 coupon, it's going to take $5.50 off of $10. I'm going to pay $4.50. If I spend $10 and I use my 4% coupon, it's going to take 40 cents off. Okay? Make sure I'm right about that. Yes, 40 cents off. Okay, so that's the difference. It's based on how much I spent. All right, cool. So let's go $150 worth of merchandise. I can get this $5.50 out of the way here pretty quickly. So I'm going to go 150 minus 5.50. Like early reminder, when I'm subtracting or adding using decimals, I do have to line those decimals up. So my bill here would be 144.50. Okay, so now I'm ready to say I have my OPN, which you can use in the place of a key information box for the 4% discount. So my original here is, again, 150. My percent discount is minus 4%. And so my new, that's what I'm looking for. If I'm having 4% come off, that means I'm paying 96%. So they did not give us a lot of room to do this work here. So what I'm going to do, my percent bar is 0, 100, 150 on top, X, that's my unknown, 96%. Okay, so I have X over 96 is equal to 150 over 100. Excuse me. So when I do 96 times 150, so I'll set this up first. 100x is equal to, and I'll do 96 times 150, which gives me 1440. So 14,400. All right, let me write that down. Sorry, guys. 14400. Divide both sides by 100. Divide both sides by 100. Okay. So my x is equal to 144. All right. So with my $5.50 discount, I'm paying $144.50. With my 4% discount, I'm paying $144. So which coupon would give a greater discount? The greater discount comes from the 4% coupon because I'm saving 50 cents, really. It's not a big difference, but when I take 4% off of 150, that's just 50 cents more of a discount than when I take that 4% off of, than when I take 550 off of 150. All right, so let's move down here because they ask us this in a different way. And don't worry, I didn't forget about the explain it. I'm going to write it at the bottom. Oh, all right. So part B, if I purchased $80 in merchandise, what would the difference be in the new prices resulting from each coupon? Now, this is where we have the evil test maker who you think is just asking you to find now the discount with 80%, but actually not with $80, but now they want to know the difference. So I need to do everything I just did, and then I need to take those two numbers and I need to find the difference between them. Okay, so my OPN, I'll start with that this time. Put it over here. We don't have a lot of room to do work on this one. So my O is 80. I have my 4% discount. Okay, so that's minus 4%. And my new is what I'm looking for. 0, 100. And eventually you might not actually have to write the bar. You'll just know how to do this. But I tell you what, setting up that percent bar is, you are much less likely to make a mistake that way. And again, I'm paying 96% over X. So I have X over 96 is equal to, let me make some room for that. X, oh, I still don't have room. Sorry guys, bear with me here. Go over here. X over 96 is equal to 80 over 100. Okay. A little technical difficulty here. Okie doke. Here we go. Cross multiply. I have 100x is equal to, and I'm going to do 96 times 80, which gives me 7680. And then when I divide by 100, basically, I'm taking that 7680 and I'm going to move the decimal point into. So with my 4% discount, I am paying in the end $76.80. Okay. So now, and we're gonna use some of the space to do our work. I have this discount, 76.80. I'm not done. Now I have to say, okay, 80 minus $5.50. So when I do 80 minus 550, I am gonna get 74.50. Okay. And so on the exit ticket, there was a question somewhat similar to this. And a lot of you guys said, so this would be better. That's not what the question is asking me. The question is asking me, what is the difference? And so in that case, I need to go ahead and subtract. So I'm going to go 76.80 minus 74.50. My difference is $2.30. All right. So that's it. This was a longer video, but we talked through a lot. And if you can master this percent bar, you're going to be riding smooth through a lot of the objectives that we have throughout the rest of this unit. Thank you for bearing with my continued learning of this new technology. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. I'm always looking at those do nows to see if you have any questions for me to answer. Have a great night, guys, and I will see you in class tomorrow.